Happy now. All is now. It's a gift to be in a present. First, I sign it back in here, putting out my perception into the cloud of the collective to expand the collective consciousness. You're now tuning into the mind of an alternate moon. And Horus will be transiting the 12th house in the sky. And it's going to be my continuation on the Mercury signs, okay? So the last video I did was Mercury in Capricorn. This is going to be Mercury in Aquarius, okay? So what do we know about Mercury? Mercury is your planet of communication, okay? Your ability to process thoughts, your ability to write, okay? Analyze, okay? Penmanship, okay? So Mercury and Aquarius. Aquarius is born from the 11th house. What is the 11th house dealing with? The 11th house is dealing with mysticism, occult technology, unfamiliar places, faces, you know, and just, yeah, it's public, how you conduct yourself within the public arena. So places you are unfamiliar with. Okay, you could say this is the house, the I know house, okay? We said this house is usually, let's say, the unknown, right? But then when you come to the unknown, right, what do you find in the unknown? You are able to know. AKA in the age of Aquarius, we are, we have access to a plethora of information, okay, that we can learn from the internet, AKA this technology. Okay, so we have access to, lots of internet, lots of information to learn. Okay, in the age of Aquarius. Okay, so we're able to move off of what we know in the age of Aquarius. Okay, so that's the 11th house. But Aquarius in itself is a fixed air sign that is being ruled by Saturn, co-ruler Uranus. Okay, this is the masculine side of Saturn. Capricorn heart in the feminine side. Okay, so Mercury in Aquarius. Okay, so Mercury, right, is like I say, planet of communication, right? So thoughts and ideas, right, is all based off of how you can go about, communicating, right? Communication is based off of the thoughts and ideas you receive, and you communicate this in a fixated way, right? Because it's a fixed sign, in a fixated way, on how you can go about, manifesting something practical in this reality, right? But based off of your individuality, because of that Uranus influence. Okay, Uranus dealing with, unique individual, rebelliousness, because to rebel against something is to be a unique individual. To be unique, you got to go against something, okay? So, that's, so you say the way you communicate in you can have like a unique way of communicating, okay? So the way with a Mercury and Aquarius, more than likely with this placement, it's like, you will have a rebellious mind. You will have a rebellious mind to a certain extent, You will have the, receive thoughts and ideas in the realms to rebel against, the so-called system. But, depending on the individual spirit, and AKA the matrix, depending on the individual spirit utilizing this energy, right? You can rebel in a way where it's violent, or you can rebel in a let's say new agey way, as I'm sort of doing now, because my chart ruler is ruled by Aquarius. It's not what you do in this reality, is how you do it, okay? So with Mercury in Aquarius, right, it's like, so Mercury in Aquarius, it's you do want you know, and are curious and fixated and communicating about the unknown, right? Communicating about, yeah, the unknown and mixing the unknown with what we do know, okay? Right? Because we're getting closer to the deep waters, we're getting closer to the Pisces, right? The I believe, right? This is the getting closer to that subconscious, you know? So you do, yeah, communicating about the unknown and mixing it with what we do know, okay? Mixing the unknown with the known, okay? So you like to communicate, yeah, and, you know, in this realm, okay? So it's just like communicating, right? You will be someone who can be a public speaker with a Mercury in Aquarius, okay? Mercury in Aquarius, you know, yeah. Public speaker can speak for, you know, long periods of time, okay? Yeah, you're communicating about the reality. Yeah, when you do communicating, it is about something that is of this reality because of that Saturn placement, right? So it is of this reality and this matrix and how we can let's say, yeah, change, you know, how we can, yeah, go about making some change within this matrix or having any changes within this matrix, right? So yeah, that's a difference. So the difference between Mercury and Capricorn is, yeah, Mercury and Capricorn is just communicating how they can go about getting some sort of stability, you know, and practical, something practical, because that's Earth, right? Right? In this matrix, right? But this is air, you know? So it's just like, yeah, pushing out the communication. Like I say, air is the yang in the left brain. Earth is the yin in the left brain, right? So yeah, it's just push out the communication, fixated communication based off of this harsh reality of Saturn that we live in, okay? Okay, so whatever you're communicating is of reality, right? But it's just how we can go about changing something of this reality, you know? How we can go about changing something of this reality, you know? And yeah, it's just like, and you will be able to, yeah, like I say, speak to large groups or, you know, gather a large group, you know, you know, have an Aquarian group, you know, of individuals, right? So with a Mercury in Aquarius, yeah, you communicate, you know, to, yeah, not only let's say for show your own uniqueness, right? Your own unique communication, right? You're not just communicating, you know, for your own uniqueness, right? But you would love to communicate to unique individuals as well, you know? You would love to see the uniqueness in other people as well. Okay, so you're intrigued by unique individuals. Okay, so you want to see individuals. Okay, you know, you want to communicate to, you know, you don't want to really be communicating to beings who are mundane. Okay, you more than likely want to be communicating with unique individuals. Okay, beings who are actually showing, like, in this 3D matrix that they're actually doing something different, you know, from the mundane individuals, you know? So yeah, uniqueness will intrigue you. You'll want to communicate with unique individuals, you know? And yeah, you know, within the public, you know, and this is more than likely where you will find unique individuals, you know, within the public, you know? And you're not shy. You're not shy at all to communicate, you know? This is but then again, it's like fixed communication. So they're fixated. Mercury in Aquarius is fixated on communicating on whatever it wants to talk about, you know? It's almost like when they start to talk with what they want to talk about, like I said, when this Aquarius, Mercury and Aquarius start to communicate on what they want to communicate about, it's you know, difficult to shut them up. Okay, it's difficult to shut them up because what they got to say is, you know, like I say, speaking to a large group, you know, they got the throat chakra to do it, you know, even though Saturn is not even correlated with that throat chakra, you know, but, you know, yeah, but the Mercury in itself, yeah, is that throat chakra. So they're communicating, right, about something of this reality. Crown chakra, throat chakra, communicating of something of this reality, you know, crown chakra, right? Harsh reality, aka Saturn, aka the government, the governor. Saturn being the crown chakra, governing all the chakras, right? And, you know, Uranus sort of is that Shen, the Shen all the way down, you know, correlating that with, you know, my spirituality. Okay, so yeah, with a Mercury and Aquarius, it's yeah, communicating on, not just also communicating on unique topics, you know, communicating, not afraid to communicate about far out ideas and thoughts that could be deemed to be crazy. Because when we're talking about unique or Uranus, you know, Uranus just gives this placement, that extra charge to make you want to, yeah. Like I said, when we're talking about uniqueness, you don't know what is unique until it's shown. You will not be able to know my uniqueness unless I show it to you. Okay? So uniqueness, in a sense, you know, you say can vary. Okay? It can be perceived multiple ways when we're talking about uniqueness. Okay? It can be perceived as crazy. You know, if I'm not mistaken, you know, Bill Gates or someone was an Aquarius sun or Mercury in Aquarius or something. But when we're talking about Mercury in Aquarius, you know, it's yeah, fixated on communicating about how we can go about changing something in this reality we live in, you know. So yeah, fresh say signing out. Catch you next house, Mercury in Aquarius.